Newcastle this afternoon, the Group 3 Newmarket Handicap over 1400. The ratings have gone with Grand Army ahead of Lord Essex, Beau Real and Corporate Bruce, 9, 1, 5 and 4. There are some good quality group horses in the Newmarket Handicap, including Corral Boy, to be ridden by Brad Pengelly.
Brad Pengelly, you're riding Corral Boy. He's had a few runs back. Have you been happy with his performances?
I have, Terry. You know, like he's been against really top-class horses. His first 3 starts back from a spell. He was only beaten less than 3 lengths in the Chipping Norton last start, and it was a sit and sprint type of race. And his runs prior to that were good too. Like, you know, this is his level, Terry, and you know, this is his first chance of winning a race, this preparation.
Is he going as well as what he was at his top when he won the Villiers last time?
I believe he's got a little bit to prove, you know, this preparation. But as I said, you know, this race is his first chance of winning. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was very. It was always going to be hard for him to beat Lonhro in his first 2 runs from a spell. But you know, this is his level, as I said, and you know, like, with the lack of pace, I can ride him anywhere. He's a type of horse who can adapt to any sort of conditions, and if they happen to go fast, well, I'll just ride him a little bit quiet. But no, you know, he's a really good, genuine Group 3, Group 2 horse. He's yet to prove in Group 1 company, but he gets his chance this year in the Doncaster with 51. So,
well, if he's to win the Doncaster, it's fair to say, in a race that's going to suit today, he will take a lot of beating of this. He should just about get the cash.
Well, you'd think he'd have to win this race, wouldn't you, Terry, if he was going to be competitive in the Doncaster? But as I said, everything's going well. He's hard fit, races very well at this track. He's had 6 starts for 5 wins, actually, and so he's no stranger to the track anyway. So, you know, I'm looking forward to riding him.
OK, Brad, the best of luck, and hopefully you can get him up on the weights for the Doncaster.
Yeah, thank you very much, Terry.
There he is, Brad Pengelly.
Cheers.
About to move in at Balaclava, the Melbourne First 4 dividend on 2, 1, 10 and 6 paid $360.
Led on the outside, Heresy's moved up quickly to go and join the leader. Pentatonic's trying to work out and gets through now inside of Furano, and Entice got blocked for a run, went back inside the stablemate to follow Pentatonic through, and that run's now presenting itself at the 200. Pentatonic and Heresy, they're the joint leaders. Now Entice into the clear, coming off their heels. Pentatonic, Heresy. Here's Entice with a late close. Still Pentatonic from Heresy. Entice can't reach them, and Pentatonic scored by a neck. Second's a photo. Heresy maybe a nose on Entice, and 4th in is a photo. Furano was a good run. In that photo, Mr. Vintage and Hostile Lad made some late ground. Then Irish Blessing, followed home by Jeune Line Tico's Miss Astro Guardia, then Pokey Monster, and this little pig is going home. 9.
Well, Gary, you've had a chance to go to the bookmakers' ring, have a look at the horses. You've seen them parading here in the yard. You've done all the form. What's your analysis? What are the top 4?
Terry, Jimmy Cassidy's got such a rap on Grand Army. The horse is headed towards the Doncaster, of course. It's a worry, 5 starts, 4 wins in a second. A worry that he's only met restricted class company. But they've got to step up sometime, and this is his opportunity today to prove that he's going to develop into a top horse. Now, he's $3.10 on Tab Limited as I speak to you. A similar price in the betting ring. Solid in the market. Lovely type of horse. We saw him when he's maiden here at the Cup Carnival in September. Probably race a lot more forward today because there's not a lot of speed in this race, and he'll take a ton of beating. I'm going to put him on top. Such a huge rap on him, and I like the horse so much myself. Put him on top. 1 Lord Essex, quality horse, Group 1 winner, just beaten in this race last year. Had 1 run in the Newmarket at Flemington, run 5th, a top effort. Looks good. He's trained on well since. Has got 58.5, but he's got Corey Brown aboard. In form, good barrier, good chance, and he'll go forward. Terry, number 5 has been very well tried in the ring. Baril, the stablemate, the Lord Essex, has come in the betting, won the Villiers last start in December, hasn't raced or trialled since. Darren Beedman's riding him again as he did in the Villiers. My mail is the stable expects him to sprint very, very well fresh. The other one that's been well tried is number 3, Corral Boy. Terrific record on this track. 6 runs here for 5 wins. Been racing Lonhro, got beat 2.9 by Lonhro last start, run 3rd to him the start before in the Apollo. He'll give a good sight. I thought they were the 5 chances. Probably Salgado's the only other one I'd consider in the race. 9 to beat 1, 5 and 3 in the Clipsal Newmarket.
On track, the favourite for the race is number 9, and that is Grand Army. Around the TAB quote, as Gary said, he's been firm. Second elect for the event is Boreal, who's been well supported. There's not much difference between the tote, the bookmakers, and that's the same for Corral Boy. Best of the rest would be the top weight, and that is number 1, Lord Essex, and then we get out to double figure odds. The favourite Grand Army for Jimmy Cassidy and Gay Waterhouse for this year's Clipsal Newmarket Handicap.
All right, thanks, Terry. Now, the minor placings at Balaclava, Hey Pronto, ridden by Glenn Boss, and Gay's runner this year is Grand Army, to be ridden by Jim Cassidy.
The feature race is the Broadmeadow Newmarket Handicap, and the feature runner in the race, as far as the betting's concerned, the top runner is Grand Army. Jimmy Cassidy rides him. Jimmy, you rode him the other day. The wraps have been big. Do you concur the wraps are entitled to be that big?
Oh, look, he was very impressive. I think he's having his 6th run today going into the Newmarket, so he's probably entitled to have some boom on him. His win first up was very good, and he won a maiden back here prior to the spring. So he's taken every step like a true professional, and today's another step for him to take. So
have you been on his back during the week, Jimmy?
I have. I've worked him over the last 3 weeks, and he's progressed every time. He's certainly gone ahead in the right direction.
I know the little habit he's got too is sort of staying in the box when the gates open. He's a little bit tardy sometimes.
Yeah, he's just such a big boy, and you know, he's only had the 5 runs. So look, I just hope he begins good today. I think he will. He's I think you'll see him on the toe a little bit once he gets in here, and if he does that, well, he's going to be very hard to beat.
Everyone's saying there's not a great deal of natural pace in the race. A couple are going to go forward. Where would you like to best see yourself in the run? Where would you be happiest?
Oh, it'd certainly be 2nd or 3rd, just somewhere there. If he can begin nice and put himself in the race, at least it's going to give him every chance to take the next step. Look, he's a nice, big, strong horse. He's won at Newcastle, so, you know, he's got more pluses and minuses.
Do you think he's a Doncaster horse?
Tell you in about 15 minutes, mate.
Sam's Dream. You rode him once before, Eric Sanford making the trip from Grafton back to his old home base. He's booked you. I'm suggesting the horse is going all right after his heavy track win at the Gold Coast.
Yeah, look, he's a nice horse. He's improved every time, and I just got narrowly defeated on him one day at Randwick, and look, he's a real trier. He's got a little bit of pudding today, but he probably deserves that, and I think he'd be very hard to beat too.
And finally, how's Untouchable going? Is he still working along okay?
Yeah, going along nice. It's his big test Saturday again. Yeah. He's probably got to win Saturday to qualify for the Slipper, so far so good. A little bit of pressure for me, but that's what it's all about.
He gave me the impression, Jim, he still had a hell of a lot to learn at Randwick. Seemed to have no idea what it was all about.
Probably rode him a little bit upside down, but it was a must-win race first up. A good effort to win first up over 1,200 at Randwick and take on a couple of the more seasoned 2-year-olds. He's been impressive. I like him.
OK, with a bit of luck, I'll be talking to you very shortly.
Hope so, mate.
There he is, Jimmy Cassidy. He's here for 2 rides. He rides Grand Army, his prime ride in the Clipsal Newmarket Handicap.
That was Jim Cassidy with Terry just before he was legged up on board the Newmarket Handicap favourite, Grand Army. And there he is about to go in those silver and red diagonals with a silver cap. Grand Army to start from gate 9. Here's Ian Craig now with the call of the Newmarket Handicap.
Thank you, Matt. The Clipsal Newmarket, 1,400 metres, and the Grand Army, all the rage on the tote, $3. And the Grand Army, ridden by Jimmy Cassidy. Now into line comes Corporate Bruce. Joe's with us now, so Grand Army running the firm favourite. Good backing for Boreal, one of 4 runners that John Hawkes has in the event. John has Lord Essex, who went under narrowly in this race last year to Hey Pronto. Now up to line comes Lord Essex. Crawl walking in now. Corral Boy, no stranger to Newcastle. He's got a good record here. He's in. And Les joins us now. And $3 Grand Army. Boreal $4.90. Now we've got Cognac Trader, Salgado and Travis Gay, the 3 out of line here at the 1,400. Bart Cummings represented by 2 runners in Cognac Trader and Benarivo. Corporate Bruce all the way from Western Australia. Salgado moves in. Cognac Trader's rider Huey Bowman giving the chestnut a pat on the neck as he prepares to enter the stalls. In goes Cognac Trader and only Travis Gay. Silent Impact drawn handily, stands up well, so does Zabara. And Now Travis Gay getting a little closer to the stalls. Travis Gay is set, and the line is right for the 2003 Clipsal Newcastle Jockey Club Newmarket Handicap. Ready now. Cognac Trader sits back a fraction. He's holding up the start. Cognac Trader. Grand Army a little restless now. So Silent Impact. Line better. Racing, and that was a great start too, and jumping out very swiftly. Lord Essex leads from Benarivo. Going up to them very smartly now is the roughy Star of Ozark, then Corral Boy, followed by Boreal on the fence. Grand Army is next, followed about a length and a half further away in the field by Salgado. On the fence is Silent Impact, and then Zabara Travis Gay, followed by Cognac Trader. Second last is Corporate Bruce, and Crawler's last as they sweep to the side, and the rank outside is Star of Ozark. At the 900, a length and a half on Lord Essex. Third, Corral Boy. Salgado fourth, followed by Boreal. Racing on the inside of Benarivo. Length and a half to Grand Army. Tucked away on its inside is Silent Impact. Then Zabara. On its inside, a neck back, Cognac Trader, followed by the West Aussie Corporate Bruce. Travis Gay is second last, and last of all is Crawl as they prepare to swing. And the leader is Star of Ozark. 3/4 of a length on Lord Essex. One away third in the event is Corral Boy, followed closely then by Boreal, waiting for the run. Salgado, followed by Zabara. And let's look for the favourite, Grand Army. He's got a wall of horses in front of him, racing to the 200. And Corral Boy hits the front from Zabara, and battling on Salgado, Lord Essex. And now Grand Army is seeing daylight. It's Corral Boy running off the track. Grand Army is getting him now. Grand Army, Corral Boy, and on the outside, Zabara. A terrific finish. Corral Boy, Zabara's lunged the outside, and Grand Army's right up there. Three-way finish from Salgado, Crawl, and then came Travis Gay, followed by Cognac Trader, Silent Impact, Lord Essex, Corporate Bruce, Benarivo, Boreal, and Star of Ozark last to complete the course. Number 15, Zabara, has got it on the outside, ridden by Robert Thompson. Number 15, Zabara, ridden by Rob Thompson on the outside, has got the money here from number 3, Corral Boy in the middle, ridden by Bradley Pengelly. And number 9 has run third, and that is Grand Army, ridden by Jim Cassidy. Number 6, Salgado, was the official fourth. Zabara by Zabeel from Vaindara, trained by Jack Denham for Mr. Wally Truscott and Jack's wife. And Rob Thompson aboard. Zabara starting at big odds here, and has come right down the outside, wide apart with the runners as they reached the line. They were right across the track, a short head by a short head. 1:23.21 was the time, well outside Hey Pronto's race and track record, and 34.80 was the sectional time. So another terrific finish in a Newmarket handicap here at Newcastle. 12 months ago, Hey Pronto beat Lord Essex by a whisker, and they used the extremities of the track at the end here. Corral Boy, I tell you what, I reckon he might have brought about his own undoing by starting to hang noticeably. He was getting very tired in the last 100 metres. He raised another kick in the last 20, and then Zabara came at him on the outside, and over on the inside, Grand Army, who was held up at a vital stage, and I wonder whether Jimmy Cassidy might have had a hard luck story to tell when he comes back on the favourite. However, Zabara, who's now had the 3 runs back from a spell, he's rather disappointing at his 2 runs this time in, but he put his best foot forward today, and he's taken out the Clipsal Newmarket by a very slender margin. Now the totes, number 15, the winner, Zabara, 27.50 and 6.70. Number 3, Corral Boy, paid 1.80. Number 9 in third spot, that was Grand Army, $1.70. Quinella, 72.40. Exacta, 210.90. Trifecta, $819, and the first forward dividend is not yet available on 15, 3, 9 and 6. So another exciting Newmarket handicap. It's all over for 2003, and that long-term combination of Wally Truscott and Jack Denham, it goes back to even in the horses such as Ricochet in the 70s. They've had a wonderful association, and it's again been a very happy day for them on this March 26, 2003, with the win of Zabara in the Clipsal Newmarket.
Yes, you can always count on a big finish in that race, and the Cameron Handicaps, another very similar race. There's always horses coming from everywhere. Grand Army looked like he had it won for a couple of strides there. He burst through the pack after being held up for a run. He looked to have it won, but two swoopers have nabbed him on the line, and they are Zabara, Robert Thompson and Corral Boy. Nice pictures coming in from Newcastle too, from our team up there. As Robert Thompson, the veteran rider from Cessnock in New South Wales, certainly one of the greats New South Wales has seen over the past 20 or 30 years. He's had great success in town and also abroad. Gets another feature race winner home this afternoon. Robert Thompson. And Zabara for Jack Denham. Hale Boy and Grand Army, 15, 3 and 9. And the first four in New South Wales on the Newmarket, 15, 3, 9 and 6 was officially fourth, paid $11,636.90, and the 6 was Salgado. He copped a few checks there in the home straight. For Sam's Dream, Dame Lucille opens the favourite at $3.50, and Lady Amonte with Hugh Bowman, the new rider, replacing Glenn Boss, is at $8.90. And of the rest there, looking through those, Catcher, number 9, best of the rest at $11. And that's for the last on Newmarket Day. Now let's join Rod Fuller.
Thanks, Matt. Good afternoon to you. We're up to one of our features this afternoon. This is the Venus de Milo Ladyship Final. And interesting runner is 5 Promise You, $2.70, $1.20. Greg Bennett for John Tapp, and a host of celebrities from Sky and 2KY, in particular Nadia Horn, Greg Hayes, David Fowler, Les Mead, Marilyn Carragher, and Tapp, Mark McNamara, Mike New, and Sylvia Mean. Now they're moving up for the 8th event. Promise You comes up. So Promise You the favourite, $2.70 and $1.10. Second pick is one Socky's Angel, $4.90, $1.80. 6 Lady Cool, $6.10, $2.50. 7 Quivers Retreat, $6 and $3.20. Favourite Promise You didn't have a lot of joy at its first run for trainer John Tapp. Raced fiercely, over-raced the majority of the event. Finished third behind Goody Two Shoes. Now Quivers Retreat comes forward with Lady Cool and also Promise You. Lady Cool, a last star winner at the track. Now Gillamo and Promise You move up. Emma Lee comes in with Socky's Angel. Trevor Monday takes the drive. Bay Bimbo, Gypsy Pronto, Susie Rama and Shine On Us. Field moves out of the straight for the feature, the Venus de Milo Ladyship Final. Field heads down the back straight for the 8th event. And the line is set. Stand by for a start. Ready. There's the light. Arms fold. They're away and racing. Socky's Angel on the inside, one of the fastest to begin. Race to the lead from Emma Lee, and on the outside was Gillamo. Even wider Quivers Retreating in the centre, the favourite Promise You. 4 across the track momentarily. Or Promise You. It breaks up and goes right back through the field. Just won't settle at all. And Socky's Angel uses the inside, leads by a neck over Quivers Retreat up, challenging for the front. A length third was Gillamo, followed by Bay Bimbo. 2.5 to Emma Lee, travelling on the outside of Shine On Us. A further length and a half to Susie Rama, followed by Gypsy Pronto. Lady Cool dropped next to last, and after racing very roughly soon after the start, Promise You 3 lengths away at the tail of the field. Out of the straight, short of a mile to go. Quivers Retreat in front for Macklin. He leads by a length and a quarter over Socky's Angel. Second, a length third was in the middle Gillamo, and a further length back to Bay Bimbo. On the outside was Emma Lee, a half length away to Shine On Us, followed by Susie Rama. A length to Gypsy Pronto, followed 2 lengths back by Lady Cool, and last of all was Promise You, settling a little bit better. They're still strung out over plenty of territory down the back inside the 1200. It's Quivers Retreat leading by a length over Socky's Angel, over racing for Monday at the moment. Third was Gillamo, a half Emma Lee on the outside, moving up without a trail. Fifth, the marker pegs, was Bay Bimbo, followed by moving around them very quickly was Lady Cool. In the centre was Susie Rama, a half to Gypsy Pronto. Shine On Us next to last, and a half length last of all was Promise You. Towards the home turn, they'll hear the bell. Quivers Retreat in front, steady, leads by a long neck. Lady Cool sustains the run, works up second. Third, Socky's Angel still pulling on the inside. A half length to Emma Lee with cover, followed by Gillamo. 1 by 2 is Susie Rama, travelling on the outside, followed by Bay Bimbo. Next to last and trying to roll off the marker pegs was Shine On Us. Promise You last and 4 deep, making ground. They head towards the back inside the 600. It's Quivers Retreat in charge, leads by a length. Lady Cool second. Third, sustaining the run wide was Gypsy Pronto, followed by Socky's Socky's Angel, the inside and a half length. Emily, the middle. Gillimo can't get a run. Promise You 3 wide. Susie Rama in the centre and a further length to Shine on Us, and 5 lengths last of all after racing ungenerously was Bay Bimbo. At the top turn, Quivers Retreat defies them. Leads by a half length. Second was Lady Cool. Third on the extreme outside was Gypsy Pronto 3 wide. Socky's Angel can't get a run for the moment. Emily in the middle, followed by Gillimo. Around it was Promise You, followed by Susie Rama. Well back was Shine on Us, and 5 lengths last of all was Bay Bimbo, but straightening up for the run of the judge. Quivers Retreat in front, leads by a length. Lady Cool is second. Down the outside, Gypsy Pronto, Promise You is still running on, but it's Quivers Retreat in front. Trying hard was Gypsy Pronto, but it's Quivers Retreat in front, and Quivers Retreat from go to woe. Quivers Retreat by a half leg. Gypsy Pronto second. An outstanding run, Promise You third after racing most ungenerously soon after the start. Close up Lady Cool, followed by Gillimo. Also Susie Rama. Shine on Us, followed by Emily. One of the last ones in, Socky's Angel with Bay Bimbo. Quivers Retreat has led throughout number 7. 790, 260. 10 Gypsy Pronto, 270. And Promise You, number 5, an outstanding performance, $1.50. Considering the horse race most ungenerously soon after the start, was shunted back to last, about 7 or 8 lengths away last of all. Hooked around them at the 1 lap marker, and Quivers Retreat getting its own way in front, giving McElhenney a double over Gypsy Pronto, and Promise You to still have petrol in the tank after what the horse had to do early was a terrific run. But Quivers Retreat take nothing away from the mare's win. 6-year-old chestnut mare, Jeremy Lobel, Summer Retreat, owned by I. Campbell, trained by Peter Morris, and giving the trainer Peter Morris and the driver Glenn McElhenney a winning double. 10 Gypsy Pronto, Graham Watch, the trainer driver of this 4-year-old brown mare. Ship's Fella, Gem Flex, and 5 Promise You, Greg Bennett for John Tapp. 6-year-old bay mare, Shandon, it's Klondike Kate.
Okay, Rod, thank you. That's race 8, and we will also show the last there at Fairfield this afternoon, race number 9, where they're all starting, a field of 9, and Rod's tip in that one is for Joe Moon, number 2. It's 7:10.5 on race number 8. Okay, now Newcastle, and 1 to go there, the final race in 9 minutes. And Dame Ducille is the favourite. Kicked out a little bit since we last looked, but she probably opened up a bit too short. Has eased to $4 now, which is a little bit more respectable. $5.50 Oakfield Lad, similar odds Sam's Dream, and down to Lady Amonte, number 6 at $9.30. Best of that bunch there, 9 through to 16 is number 9 Catcher at $12. Riders are up for the last at Newcastle. Now Ascot, Waiters Right, race 3, Tribal Secret beat Brazilian, and Heartbeat trifecta $392. Well, that's it for my contribution this afternoon. Nadia Horn is standing by to take you through our Wednesday twilight and our Wednesday night of harness and greyhound racing on Sky. Tomorrow, the 4 meetings that we're covering: Toowoomba, Geelong, Hawkesbury and Port Lincoln. Big day at Toowoomba, it's their Wheatwood handicap. The railers in the true position, and the track is good for all 4 of those thoroughbred venues. Just repeating the big race today, the Newmarket handicap was taken out by Zabara, who stormed down the outside of the track. Zabara was ridden by Robert Thompson, trained by Jack Denham, paid about $27.50. That's it for me. On behalf of our afternoon racing crew, I'm Matthew Browning. Thanks for being with us. Have a good night.
Horses are heading round to the start for the final event at Newcastle. I'd like to take this opportunity to say good evening and welcome to our evening coverage here on Sky. We've got a great meeting at Bathurst. Feature events, we've got heats of the gold bracelets and also the final of the honorary stakes. We look forward to that later on this evening. But before we go to the track for the last at Newcastle, let's go to Terry Bailey. He caught up with trainer Darren Smith a short time ago.
The last race on the program, Darren Smith has gone close to getting a winner. Diamond Sun was runner-up earlier in the day. He's got Oakfield Lad lining up in the last. He went forward. Was it the distance that found him out last time out when he was beaten, Darren?
No, he got shuffled back on the turn, and it was a really good run. He sort of really tried hard and just couldn't peg back the winner. So hopefully today, drawn an alley, he'll be right there.
He's always shown plenty of ability. Has he come on this time in?
Yeah, he had a little. He had a lot of fair break after his first campaign. He had a few little problems, so we've always tried and looked after him, but you know, hopefully today he'll step up and be counted for.
You've got the right gate to get the right run, a nice soft run. Does he need a soft run at the mile?
I think he'll need the soft run at the, you know, just to, and it looks like there's a bit of pace in the race, which is, you know, which he can sort of travel and hopefully finish it off.
How keen are you?
Yeah, I like him. You know, weight's the only problem, but I like the horse.
Where does East West Success, your former smart 2-year-old nowadays?
He'll trial early next week at Gosford, and he'll resume sort of in April sometime.
How's he looking on the comeback trail?
Yeah, he looks well. He's growing up. He was always a real baby horse, and now he's bigger and stronger, and we've just been real kind to him.
Okay, Darren, the best of luck in the last.
Okay, thank you.
There he is, Darren Smith, top trainer here at Broadmeadow, and in the last race he's got Oakfield Lad, who runs as one of the top elects.
Yes, Terry, it is on the second line of betting. Oakfield Land, it's currently at $5.60. Favourite 5, Dame de Seal at $5.10. Fitted for 3 runs back, Dame de Seal. Bart Cummings prepared. A 4-year-old mare has drawn gate 11. Corey Brown in the saddle. It's been racing well, been finding the line strongly its last couple. Before we go to the track for the last race 8, let's go to the late mail. Here's Gary Harley.
If you're behind the 8-ball, Gaz, we need to get out. What are we going to do?
I like Bart's mare here, Dame de Seal. She's been racing in town, couple of good runs. Randwick 2 starts back. She blundered at the start, found the line well. Run was good, and then she ran 5th at Rose Hill. Corey Brown hops aboard her today. They just put her onto the track. She went onto the track behind the others. She's pretty well fancied. She'll give you a good sight here, mate. The best backed horse in the race is number 7, Launch. Has been very, very well tried. Is way under the tab limited odds with bookmakers at the moment. Digger McClellan for Gary Fraser. Good winner, 2 starts back at Hawkesbury. Then was placed at Randwick. Looked a picture of health in the mounting yard. There's a good tip from Grafton for number 2, Sam's Dream. Got a very good record. Jimmy Cassidy riding, drawn out a bit. Looks good, very, very fit for this second up run, and the top weight will run well, Oakfield Lad. Hard race to finish the day, but I'll go for them 5, 7, 2 and 1, Terry.
Yes, as Gary mentioned, the favourite on track is number 7, Launch. It's the favourite in front of horses 5 and also 6, that being Dame de Seal. Lady of Mont's good overs on the tote, and the top 2 also are given a very good chance. The best back runner, Launch, for the running of the last.
Well, on Tab Limited, those figures have it a rather open betting affair. Dame de Seal and Launch, both equal favourites. Launch has been the best back late on the tote. That obviously with that on-track support. It is favourite on course from the wide draw. Oakfield Lad 3rd line, and Sam's Dream is at $6.50. Shortly they'll be called up. There is a value bet in the 8th, the final event at Newcastle. It's been a good day today. Of course, the feature event was the running of the Clipsal Newmarket. That was race 7, where we saw impressive 15 Zabar. It was a blanket go. Robert Thompson, the winning rider. Being called up at Newcastle, time to go trackside. Here's Ian Craig.
And the final event of the day, and it is a very, very open market. The last, and equal favourites with numbers 1 and 7 just a short time back. But now, with a further injection of money into the tab till, number 7 Launch is $5.30, 1 Oakfield Lad is $5.50, $5.90 for Dame de Seal, number 5, and $6.20 for number 2, Sam's Dream. So you can see it's a very, very wide market. Previous race was the main event of the day. The Newmarket had a terrific 3-horse finish, and Zabara, number 15, on the outside. Rob Thompson got the prize. Jack Denham, the trainer, from number 3, Corral Boy in the middle, Brad Pengelly for Bobby Milligan, and Grand Army, the favourite, nearer to the inside, Jimmy Cassidy for Gay Waterhouse 3rd, and 6 Salgado ran 4th. Terrific finish indeed. Now, Lady Amonte is walking into the stalls now, followed forward by Sam's Dream, trained by Eric Sanford, who used to train here at Newcastle. Eric is now at Grafton.